Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
So you've come for counselling.
apparently so.
I've heard that you are consistently inconsistent. Is that fair?
No,
Unfair?
very unfair.
Walk with me. Just in a circle. I've heard your parents have been divorced. Is that right?
Divorcing?
Currently divorcing.
Yep.
And you feel that you've become a carer in some sense.
Emotional support child.
That happens to a lot of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look up here. What does that poster say?
You don't have to be crazy to work here, but it helps.
And that's the wrong one. What does that poster say?
I want to believe.
That's right. And just like Fox Mulder, you're gonna be all right, kid. Yeah? Yeah? And that's how you do counselling.
Meanwhile,
It's a counsellor, Mum. It's fucking weird.
You will have to talk about your feelings if you want to get to the root cause of why you've been such a nightmare recently.
It's not the talking about feelings. It's the walking in circles and looking at posters. Like, what's it all about?
I don't know. I'm not a brain doctor, but I do know that when your dad and I were having problems at one point, we did go to a counsellor. They were very good.
You still are having problems. You're as bad as him. You're in denial.
We are not getting a divorce, okay? Very expensive, unnecessary thing when we could just sleep in different rooms and ignore each other. I appreciate it if you don't talk about our personal lives to your college friends and your teachers, okay?
They forced me. The teachers forced me to talk about it. So I tried to talk about it with the head, and the head is just like not having it. And then the counsellor is, I just can't cope. It's your problem. It's you and Dad. It's your problem. So why have I got to talk about it anyway?
It's not talking about why you are making things up and exaggerating and making excuses and being inconsistent with
That
your
is so
work.
unfair.
You can't blame all your problems on me and your father.
Making things up. You and Dad, like you act like you're not getting a divorce, and then one week you are, and then the next week you're not. And now the teacher thinks I'm lying because,
well, we haven't engaged lawyers, therefore you are lying because you're jumping down the track a little bit, darling. You, I think, benefit from talking to the school counsellor a little bit more. I know they might be a bit weird, but there might be some value in it. And then just kind of not talking about your home life wherever
I'm not
possible.
going to talk to the fucking counsellor no more. And I'm going to live with Nan. I've decided.
You've decided.
Yeah, I've spoken to Nan.
You're 17 years old. You can't go and live with
Exactly.
your nan.
I'm well ready to fly from the nest. This nest isn't togetherness, is it? It's not what you committed to when you got married.
And what do we know about birds' nests?
Sometimes in trees.
That's right. And at other times,
Sometimes at ground nesting birds like jays.
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. And what sort of materials might we often see birds' nests made of?
I once saw someone's scarf in a nest.
That's very interesting,
Yeah,
isn't it?
like wool.
It was wool, a wool scarf.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. And now, listen, oi, head off the table. That's very interesting because birds, especially magpies, are often thieves. That's right. That's right. That's
Did you
right.
know
That's
that?
right. Special lessons, learning all sorts of new things all the time, aren't
Is
we?
that
That's
a
why
gross
people say-
generalisation based on their appearance and their circle, or is it like?
No, it isn't, Tyrone.
Oh, okay.
Right, we're off birds' nests,
Oh,
and we're on to dinosaur eggs. Can somebody come up and draw me a Tyrannosaurus X-reg egg?
an X-reg egg.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on now. Come
Okay.
on. Wrong. Give me the pen. Give it to me. Give it to me. Sit down. Stupid. Sit down. Right. Now what's she done wrong here? It's not egg-shaped, is it? It's shaped like a box, isn't it? Right.
I just did one line.
I feel sorry for you, so I'm going to wipe it off. Have a go at a pterodactyl.
A pterodactyl egg or a pterodactyl?
Egg. Steady now, steady, steady now, steady. That's right. Good work. Good, 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 good. Yep. Almost. Yep. Yes. That is a very good pterodactyl egg. Can anybody tell me what letter pterodactyl begins with? Yes.
J. P. P. P.
I'm glad you corrected yourself because I would have given you detentions for the rest of your life for that mistake. Right, let's wipe it off. And now we're having a think about tent pegs. Can anybody tell me how many tent pegs it takes to reach the top of the Eiffel Tower? Yes.
Is this biology?
I can't remember.
I think the answer is 16,000.
That sounds about right. Yeah, do you want to come up and write it on the board? 16,000. What's that little line you've done there?
Sometimes it's so when you have big numbers, it's very easy and quick to see at a glance by having the comma in front of the 3 zeros. They taught us it in maths that we should do it. It's just so it's very quickly at a glance you can see that it's in the thousands, rather than like your eye having to spend an extra millisecond counting the extra zero. Yeah,
that's brilliant.
In like year 4, but like yeah, it's still a thing.
All right, well done. Let's wipe it off. Well done.